Okay, and welcome to the official Jameel Rawls channel. And what I'm going to be talking about tonight is Kabbalah concerning cosmic good and cosmic evil. It wasn't until recently that I discovered the cross-dimensional language that is given in Kabbalah. It's referenced with some of the practitioners of Zohar, and it's referenced in some of the older teachings of Kabbalah. And this talks about a mirroring effect, the as above, so below principle. As you see a Kabbalah tree, and you look at a regular tree, and you see the roots in the ground match the branches coming out of the tree, that grow out of the tree, going into the sky, going into the cosmos. And anything that is nurtured on the planet for good will resonate with the cosmic good. The energy of pure, uplifting frequency, anything of a positive light, love-based, nurturing-based, will reach out into the cosmos and reach entities, reach spirits, reach physical matter that is resonant with that energy, and it will pull it back into the earth. Anything resonating of a cosmic evil that's inseminating anger, hatred, lies, deception, anything on the more nefarious side will reach out into the universe and pull those spirits, that matter, into the earth. Beings, extraterrestrial beings, what have you, not interdimensional beings. So humans, looking at the human species, humans have displayed both good and evil. Both good and evil. Humans have displayed love, kindness, affection, appreciation for knowledge, appreciation for self, and humans have also displayed anger, frustration, bloodshed, and it's difficult to come across a human that has not displayed some, if not all, of the activity. Each individual out walking around has displayed emotional anger, emotional love, lust. You can go find somebody who may be a killer. There's homicidal maniacs out there who have children who love their children. There's people out there who do great wrong who still exhibit love. There's people out there who do great good who still exhibit hatred. Somebody can spend their whole life doing wonderful things and get angry, and in that moment of anger, hit somebody over the head and with a bottle and kill them. Can get in an argument with somebody and take their life in that moment, and that's the only real time in their life they ever exhibit it. Such anger or hatred. So there's a yin and yang, a night and day. There's a dichotomy between the two. Okay? And looking into Kabbalah, now this is Jewish mysticism. And I know it to be so that rabbis teach that the prophets were mystics. Anybody that spoke directly to God in the Old Testament was considered a mystic. Moses, a mystic. His brother Aaron put the staff on the floor next to with the Egyptians. His staff turned into a snake. That was mysticism. Jesus turning water into wine. This is metaphysical. This is all metaphysical. So mysticism is very prevalent to the three Semitic major religions coming out of the Middle East. Islam, Christianity, Judaism. So in today's world, when people talk about Kabbalah, you got to keep, in practical terms, that Kabbalah, Jewish mysticism, has always been being practiced in the churches. Now, I've done some previous work on astral projection. Islam speaks a lot about astral projection. A lot of the Muslims speak about astral projection. But astral projection, lucid dreaming, a lot of the books of the Bible were written off of lucid dreaming, dreams that people had. You know, Sufi mysticism is a powerful mysticism to look at. That's the Muslim faith. Christianity, there's Christian mystics. There's Christian Kabbalists. There's people who are Christians that are practitioners of the Kabbalah. Now, going back to what I was explaining about cosmic good, cosmic evil, this gets into the concept of you reap what you sow, karma, what you put out, you get back. Looking into the new age, we can look how people talk about parallel realities, timelines, frequency, vibration, and we can see you attract yourself to the world based on your own energy. So if I'm putting out an array of positive energy and positive frequency and looking to get involved with people on that light, that may come my way. Very easily. If I'm putting out an array of hatred and anger and deception, that's going to be the world I gravitate to. I'm going to encounter those sorts of individuals and those sorts of circumstances. So the cosmic good, cosmic evil concept is very prevalent into what the New Agers are working on now. When you talk to people who are involved in channeling and who sit there and they channel their spirit guides, or channel reptilian entities or Pleiadian entities, that looks a lot to me like with the Jewish mystics or Christian mystics or Islamic mystics we're talking about thousands of years ago. Demons, angels, heaven, hell, it's the same sort of thing. There's just a new spin on it. There's been depictions in the ancient world of extraterrestrials, like the book of Ezekiel, the whirling wheels. And in today's world, we have computers, we have technology, and we can examine all this differently. We see a phenomenon in the sky. We know it's not coming from humans. We know it's coming from some other being. Instead of saying these are gods, now we're saying that these are our brothers, our spiritual brothers, our sisters from a different world. Maybe they're good, maybe they're evil, or maybe they're neither or. Because good and evil basically is semantics. What might be evil for one culture isn't considered evil for another culture. Point in case, you can look at Earth and you can look at an Eastern philosophy that the Japanese have gone by for centuries, thousands of years, of harakiri. Samurai would kill themselves before they dishonored themselves. There's still chefs in Japan to this day who will cook a poisonous pufferfish and he will cut it just right so the person, so the client buying the meal, they will not die. If the client dies, then the chef commits harakiri. That still goes on today in today's world. In our culture, suicide is looked upon as being weak and evil and immoral and of the devil. In their culture in Japan, that's a strength. Suicide in that dynamic is looked at as being a strength, not a weakness. It's not looked at as being evil, it's looked at as being a good, a deeper spiritual quality. So you look at these beings coming from other worlds, we can't really say what they're into is necessarily evil. Each culture gives its own definition of what evil is. So good and evil, cosmic good and evil, applies mainly to us in our context of what we judge good and evil to be, and less about what we judge another being to be based on our own perceptions. Do not judge lest ye be judged. So before you judge anyone else, you judge yourself. So now cosmic good and cosmic evil is something that is being spoken about on the internet more and more without direct representation. of it being in the subject matter. People aren't necessarily saying good or evil, but people are wondering, who's out there in the universe? Not just alien life form, extraterrestrial life form, but what is out there? Is there a plan for humanity? Is there a plan for the global consciousness, the overall species? I would have to say that it's based off the individual's experience of the earth they're in. Because you can go ask your neighbor a question about what's going on the earth or what's going, they might not even really know how to answer it. If they do answer it, it might be completely different, completely foreign to your interpretation. You might go ask somebody on the other side of the world, they might have a direct interpretation similar to yours. Could be exactly like yours. And you might resonate, you might be experiencing the world more like them than you are somebody standing right next to you. Okay, so I just wanted to touch on that cosmic good and evil, and this is the official Jameel Rawls channel. Okay.